Hey everyone, it's Karen Shane. June is the month we celebrate National Cancer Survivors Day. We here at Unconditionally Her are honoring the courageous cancer survivors from around the world by sharing some amazing stories from our original Survivor Stories from the Stage theater shows. Ready to be inspired? Let's meet the brave, brilliant, and the beautiful. Here we go. She's a wife, mother of two, a Thelma to your Louise, a corporate IT professional, and entrepreneur extraordinaire. Rhonda Hicks is also a mentor, a leader, a follower of her faith, a motivator, and a giver. Above all, she's a cancer survivor, a woman who knows no boundaries in leadership and no limits of how to give back after a shocking cancer diagnosis rocked her seemingly perfect life. A woman on a mission to change the world with her leadership. From Raleigh, North Carolina, it's Rhonda Hicks.
Purpose. It's something that we're all pursuing. To walk in the true meaning of existence. Allow me to take you on a journey about how my purpose was confirmed through my cancer diagnosis. I'd been battling acid reflux for a few years, and after a rather violent episode, I went to the gastroenterologist who ordered a battery of tests to find the cause. My follow-up visit revealed that I had follicular lymphoma. That was June 27th, 2014. My first thoughts were of my father, who battled and beat lymphoma, but then passed of leukemia in 2009. Naturally, I thought I too was going to die of the same. Sensing my anxiety, my doctor referred me to an oncologist that I was able to see immediately. After leaving the doctor's office, I made a call that I hope to never, ever have to make again. I had to call my husband to tell him that I was diagnosed with cancer. I tried to hold it together, but the words burst out. He immediately became emotional and hung up the phone. 40 minutes later, he was at my side at the oncologist's office. Everything the doctor said was a blur, until he quoted a scripture. It was in 2 Peter, as I recall. And although we didn't understand anything else, we understood that. That, for me, was a silver lining. I knew that we were placed in that doctor's office that day for a reason. There were more silver linings, like my friend Karen, who I saw after leaving the doctor's office, who grabbed my hand and prayed the prayer I needed to hear at the time when neither my husband nor my mother was with me. Or the message that the pastor had given that very same Sunday that said, "Do not allow your faith to waver, no matter what." Even in the midst of the worst news that I had ever received, God was telling me that I was not alone. Although I consider myself very outgoing, I chose not to tell my story with many people, only my family, a small group of close friends, and coworkers. In fact, we didn't even choose to tell my two children, Clark and Avery. Throughout the entire time I was going through treatment, there weren't many physical changes. And so we thought it was okay not to share with them immediately. And so after several iterations of therapy, I was declared cancer-free on April 8th of 2015. This, however, is where my story begins. You see, prior to my diagnosis, I was working on a project focused on women. You know, the busy wife, mom, corporate professional, entrepreneur, Sunday school teacher, the all of the above woman. You wouldn't happen to know anybody like that, would you? In recognizing that, like me, women prioritize our jobs, families, and other activities ahead of our own well-being, I launched Project She. So who exactly is she? She is me, but she's also you and you and you. The major initiative of Project She is the She Treat. And it's a retreat where we women can step away from the everyday to enjoy an uplifting, encouraging, and positive experience to reflect, refocus, and renew ourselves towards becoming a better woman, first for ourselves, and then for our families, and then our communities. I fully realized the vision of Project She on July 30th, where 60 exquisite, dynamic, graceful women came together in fellowship and celebration of edifying our whole selves, mind, body, soul, and spirit. In fact, I have since been requested to bring the She Treat to DC, Atlanta, and the deep part of Texas. I have also since begun participating in the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Light the Night Walk. My team is affectionately called Rhonda's Rainbows. I chose that name because those persons who have been supporting and encouraging me, and most importantly, praying for me throughout my entire journey have been my rainbows. I share my story because I know I can't keep God's goodness to myself. This past March, my mentor and friend Terry Spicer provided an opportunity for me to speak at her Treasure Her Elegance grantee, which raises money for transportation for cancer patients. My husband and children were there in support, and as I looked at them, I realized that they are indeed my sunshine. And so I say to them, as they are here in this audience this evening, you are my sunshine. You see, for me, it's all about the sunshine, the rainbows, and the silver linings. That's what I choose to see. The sunshine, the rainbows, and the silver linings. Thank you.
The Survivor Stories from the Stage podcast is a production of Unconditionally Her. Survivor stories are shared from the original Survivor Stories from the Stage theater series produced by the Women Survivors Alliance. Editing by me, Karen Shane, Kaden Nelms, and Tyler Goins. Music, Gliding Hearts, licensed through Artlist. Visit us today at unconditionallyher.com and sign up for our lifestyle articles, more podcasts, inspiring newsletters, and learn about the events coming to your area. You can also follow us on all social media platforms. Cheers to all the survivors and co-survivors that celebrate their survivorship every day. Thank you for your bravery. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today.